Two treasure hunters in southwest Poland say they have found a hidden tunnel containing a train that may hold rare World War II lost gold. It's a claim that the local government seems ready to accept, as this is a region where the Germans in World War II were known to hide treasures. From a secret underground super project to a fairy tale castle redesigned as a headquarters for their leader himself. Witness their attempt to excavate this potential buried treasure on a mission that will take us into the dark heart of World War II. German World War II faction gold train from the Smithsonian. So what are they talking about? They're talking about something called the Walbrzych gold train, which is the legend of a German train buried in a tunnel in modern-day Poland during the last days of World War II. And according to the legend, the train was laden with gold and treasure, with many searches for the train having been conducted since World War II. However, it has not been found. According to some historians, the train simply does not exist. A search for the train between 2015 and 2018 received global media interest. The search culminated in a dig involving the Polish military, state officials, and privately funded individuals. And no evidence of World War II trains, tracks, or tunnels was found in the area. The whole reason I found out about this was there was a 3-part series 2 or 3 years ago that they made on the History Channel. I cannot find the name. So according to local legend, the armored train left Breslau laden with gold and other treasures. It was driven into a system of tunnels under the Owl Mountains as part of an unfinished German secret Project Rice near Walbrzych. There was supposedly buried in a warren of tunnels and mines created by the Germans, and the train was rumored to hold up to 300 tons of gold, jewels, weapons, and masterpieces. And according to historians, it has never been proven that the train ever existed. So from 1947 to 1989, the Polish armed forces themselves carried out fruitless searches for the train, and then a group by the name of Koper and Richter from 2015 to 2018 were the ones that received global media interest. In late August 2015, news stories began circulating about two unidentified men who had obtained a deathbed confession about a buried gold train in Walbrzych. The two were later identified as Piotr Koper of Poland and Andreas Richter of Germany, co-owners of the mine exploration company XYZ-SC. On August 28th of that year, Polish Deputy Culture Minister announced that ground-penetrating radar images taken by Koper and Richter confirmed with 99% probability that a train of 100 meters in length had been found. However, on August 31st, the governor of the Lower Silesian Voivodeship told reporters that, quote, "There is no more proof for this alleged discovery than for other claims made over the years," saying, "It's impossible to claim such a find actually exists at this location based on the documents that have been submitted." On September 4th of that year, Koper and Richter went public for the first time, breaking their previous anonymity, and they announced that the precise location of the train had been given to Polish authorities. They also released images that had been taken with a KS-700 ground-penetrating radar system that appeared to show a 50-meter deep man-made shaft with something in it. They believed that the train was buried next to a 4-kilometer stretch of track on Polish state railways Wrocław Walbrzych line at kilometer 65. Polish authorities sectioned off the woodland in the area of kilometer 65, as well as deploying police and other guards in order to prevent access to the numerous treasure hunters who had arrived armed with detection equipment. In mid-November, 2 different teams were cleared by city's authorities in Walbrzych to make a non-invasive assessment of the site. And the first team was Koper and Richter, and the second team were mining specialists from the Krakow Mining Academy, headed by Janusz Madej. And on the 15th of December, the second team announced that a survey had found no evidence of a train, though possible evidence of a collapsed tunnel. In May of 2016, despite outside opinion that no train existed, Koper and Richter secured permission to begin digging at the site from the owners of the property, Polish State Railways. The excavation commenced on August 15, 2016, with a team of 64 people, including engineers, geologists, chemists, archaeologists, and a specialist in military demolitions. The excavation reportedly cost $131,000 and was financed by private sponsors and with the help of volunteers. The dig was halted after 7 days when no tracks, tunnels, or trains were found. The radar images thought to have been the train were revealed to be natural ice formations, and an official from the town admitted tourism was up 44% for the year, and the publicity that the town had gotten in the global media was worth roughly around $200 million, and they would continue to search in other nearby locations. At the beginning of December 2016, Koper and Richter declared their intention to create a foundation for the purpose of raising money to drill down to 20 meters in 2017. During the third search in June 2017, with the assistance of a geophysical company from Warsaw, the excavation team encountered 7 cavities, which were suspected to be a railway tunnel. The find made deep drilling necessary, which according to the contractors would cost at least 23,000 euros for the permits and the actual excavation. The digger was scheduled for the spring or summer of 2018 when sponsors could be found. In August of 2018, Richter left the excavation team, and Koper announced that he would continue the search. While he never found the German gold, in January 2019 he discovered a series of large and priceless 16th century wall paintings hidden behind a plaster wall while doing renovation work in an old palace in the village of Struga near Wrocław. And then also from the Smithsonian, the German treasure gold train is a total bust. For 70 years, people have searched the Owl Mountains in southwestern Poland for a sign of an armored train rumored to have been lost near the mountains. According to the stories, a German miner watched a group of soldiers wheel a train loaded with gold, jewels, and other looted valuables into a tunnel leading into the mountains. Lore has it that the invaluable cargo never came out again, and treasure hunters have searched for it ever since, with new claims of finding the legendary train popping up every few years. So that second team that we mentioned from Janusz Madej is quoted as saying there may be a tunnel, but there is no train. Madej and his team scanned the mountain range for a month, and while they uncovered some anomalies about 8 feet underground, they were much too close to the surface to be the missing train. But despite the evidence, the hobbyist explorers Koper and Richter still believe the train is out there. They say that there is even more proof that they have found the lost train. Quote, "We carried out similar examinations in many other locations, but we have never encountered anything like this," Koper said at the press conference, pointing to a series of round, rectangular, and oval shapes seen in images taken with ground-penetrating radar. Madej stands by his team's analysis, saying, "It's human to make a mistake, but it's foolish to stand by it." The Walbrzych Gold Train. This has been your host, Luke. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe for more. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.